I grew up in Oahu, Hawaii, and I have a brother who's 3 years older than me. My parents taught me how to be empathetic towards people, just to not see things just from my perspective all the time. So that's really helped me in my documentaries to be able to understand other people's stories. When I came to Biola University, I chose to be a journalism major, and my emphasis in journalism was print because I always liked writing growing up. I got super involved. I did pretty much everything you could possibly do for my major. But at the end of my freshman year, I realized that I had kind of lost that passion for writing. So the summer going into my sophomore year was a really interesting time for me. I was watching the ESPYs, which is the ESPN Awards, and there were these little features that they would play before some of the nominees would come up to get their awards. I remember after I watched that, I really felt emotionally moved. And I remember thinking that maybe I could do this through broadcast journalism. So I changed my emphasis in journalism to broadcast. I was totally new to video and editing and everything. I had never done that stuff before. I'd say it was about 3 years ago that I actually got into video stuff. I actually met Zach because I had to do a mini documentary on him for our school's newspaper. I came to his house and I interviewed him, and I did this little mini documentary on him and how he started and everything that he was doing with Vine.
And ping pong balls for breakfast. Yummy.
And eventually Zach asked me to produce a film school for him, this online film school. And that really helped us to build our friendship a lot. Throughout college, I must have done like 50 mini documentaries. I was just getting so much experience interacting with people, doing the interviews, or long nights doing the editing. Everything that I learned about editing and shooting was just outside of school. So it was from my friends or just online through tutorials or things like that. It was my senior year that I made a 30-minute mockumentary about a camping trip that me and my friends went on. We were video blogging throughout the trip, so I took that and some other footage that we had shot while we were there, and I turned that into a mockumentary. It was really cool to just take all these random clips and put it together to tell a story that really encapsulated our adventure and our experience there. I think that's just a great example of how you can perfect your skills by doing these little projects that aren't like the most serious, but it's just giving you experience in editing and finding what the heart of the story really is in your documentary. So some advice I would give to people who are interested in doing documentaries is to start off by doing mini documentaries. So whether that's a human interest story on like a family member or just something that you find interesting, that you're passionate about, I think mini documentaries are a great way to perfect your craft so that when you do the longer form documentaries, you'll already have those skills. One of the things I find most interesting about documentaries is that they have the power to positively impact people in a way that I don't think any other medium has. And I know that everyone has a story that can impact someone else if it's told well. So I think that's one thing that's really cool about documentaries, because it brings out these powerful moments in people's lives and allows it to be shared to tons of people.